Welcome back. Welcome back. Once again, I got a new intro. Tell me what you thought about it. The name of my channel, you saw it in the title. Who am I? I'm Unc L. You call me Unc for short. Rest in peace, Pops. Today, I'm reacting to clips from two different channels. The first one being The Modern King. I love his. I've reacted to some of his content before. I love his channel. And the second one is from a young lady by the name of Danica Marie. Her channel is called Dope Discussions. She has a lot of great insights into relationship and things of that nature. So go over there and give both of them a sub. Without further ado, let's jump into the clips.
I have devastating news for women out there.
They are crying because we have walked away and want to know why we no longer date them.
Y'all keep messing up, ladies. And once again, all I can say is, I told you so.
What happened is men got tired of the games and collectively decided to quit.
So, over 60% of Gen Z men are single, and intimacy is at a 30-year low across both genders.
I told you so. I told y'all. If y'all didn't change y'all ways, if y'all didn't get y'all acts together, that you're gonna pay for it later.
Despite this, they continue to blame men for what they caused in the desperate attempt to get us to change our minds.
Actually, no. The men stopped dating because girls like you aren't loyal anymore, and they started to realize they were wasting their time trying to make relationships work with girls that ultimately didn't care about them. And now it's ruined everything, even for good girls like me.
Message.
I can't disagree with that young lady, the Caucasian lady. I can't. She was absolutely correct. Good men are done trying. There's no benefit from it. And then the demands that these chicks are making. Okay, so y'all want us to take you out. You want us to pay for everything. And what do we get for the honor of doing that? Someone that wants us to come in and pay all their bills. And what's the exchange? It's not, yeah, you ladies don't understand the dating landscape. It just doesn't even seem worth the effort to. I could be doing other things that'll be way more profitable, or sort of that, less stressful. So good luck out there, ladies. Let's continue.
And here we are. A lot of the things that you ladies are now complaining about, not only did I warn you about, but you have created it.
The only way men would even consider changing their minds is if you first changed your behavior, then changed divorce and family laws. Until then, we will enjoy our lives and not look back. Remember, you brought this upon yourselves.
You ain't lying. Y'all were so stuck up and so full of yourselves and so disrespectful and dismissive and neglectful to where now men don't even approach you, men don't compliment you, men don't ask you out on dates, men don't pursue you, men are not doing anything. Why? Because of what you have dished out to them for so long.
Yeah, for too long, the energy we've been getting from these ladies has been getting progressively worse. It has gotten more and more masculine, more and more disrespectful, more and more entitled. You have women that'll actually ask you on like the second or third date when you're trying to get to know them, what bill are you gonna pay?
You're broke. You're f***ing poor.
Come on, if you broke, just say you broke. Drizzle. If you ain't got the funds, just say you ain't got the funds, so I can go and move on, because we don't do the broke chicks around here. Drizzle. I saw no lie in what her and the Modern King said. Y'all energy for so long has been repellent. You're strong and independent. You don't need a man, but yet you got your hand out like a hobo sitting outside of 7-Eleven with the you know what I mean? It's just make it make sense. Make it make sense. Let's continue.
If you're 30, single, with no kids, society hates you, especially married people. They can't stand your. Society does not want to see you happy. They don't want to see you living your best life.
What is one secret you never told your ex? Then I hooked up with someone else.
I cheated.
I cheated. I cheated.
Jesus.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
This is great. Girls put guys in the friend zone.
Because we don't like them, they're too nice.
What's wrong with being nice?
We like talk.
This is exactly why there's so many men that are just done dating, because if they're a good man, they're being told that they're too nice by this type of woman. And her advice is playing toxic games like not texting her back. Good men don't want that. But what they're being forced to do is weave through this toxic craziness and trying to stay true to themselves, all while hoping that by the time that they do find their match that is also of healthy mindset, that they're ready for her, which is easier said than done.
I do not have sympathy for you chicks, yeah? When you get old, you hit the wall and then you start complaining, oh, where has all the good men gone? You had the good men, they're in your friend zone, in your best years, bro. And then you get old, your options have dried up and you've dried up as well. That's it, bro.
They throw away their 20s, and then when they hit their 30s, the gravity of being single really starts to weigh in on them.
And then for a lot of ladies, part of it is just your age, but by the time a lot of these young ladies reach 30, they've already got 1 to 5 kids by 1 to 5 dudes. They've got a substantial amount of either student loan debt, personal debt. They've accumulated a lot of baggage from the scumbags they've allowed in and out their lives and in and out their bodies. They're just not pleasant to be around. They're not pleasant to interact with. They have so much accumulated weight of the decisions from the decisions they made in their lives that who wants to step in with that? I'm good over here. I'm not struggling like that. You know, if you're a man that's got your, I'm in a trade. If you're a man that's got your stuff together and you know how to budget, you know, it's just because you can just pick up more work, especially if you ain't got somebody at the house that's griping and complaining about how much overtime you working and how you working this job and that job. That frees you up to make as much money as you want. You can stay on it. So these ladies have boxed themselves into a corner, and it's difficult for me to see how they get out of it. Let's continue.
Men are only responding to your treatment. We are dealing with a new breed of men, and I cannot stress that enough. But the catch to it all and the irony to it all is this new breed of men have stemmed from what a lot of women have been doing.
I spent the entirety of my 20s in relationships with men that significantly decreased my quality of life. In fact, your choice in partner is probably the single most important choice you can make.
Despite this realization, they still live in a fantasy land where they think they're in a love story fairy tale. Take a look.
Being single is hard, right? Like, it's tough. That's not news. Like, it's hard. But I always go back to the fact that being single at the end of the day is exciting because you don't know how this is all going to work out for you. You have no idea how you're going to meet your person. If you've already met your person, that's something that I'm always like, have I already met that person that I'm going to marry? Like, it's so crazy to think about. How exciting is that you get to think like, oh my God, I don't know how this is going to work out. Like, the big plot twist kind of hasn't happened for you yet.
Ladies, 2023, I'm convinced I'm gonna meet my man at the grocery store, and here's why I say this. When I go to the bar, it's a great romance, whirlwinds, it fizzles out in days, okay? Grocery store, I'm coming back from work, you know, I'm in like girlfriend attire, okay? Obviously I wouldn't wear a turtleneck to the bar, but I think I'm looking cute, wholesome energy. Perfect time to both reach for an apple, okay? And then go, oh my God, so sorry, you take it. And then spark up a conversation.
Best of luck with your Disney princess love story.
For me, what's funny about that clip, or I don't know if it's sad, or probably a little bit of both, is look at the age of those chicks. The second one especially, you can tell she's up there in years because she's got a whatever pulled up to her neck. She looked like she's got just pay attention. You'll see what I'm saying. My point is, both of those chicks are far too old to sound like they're high schoolers. You know what I mean? They were both talking like they were in the main character in a romantic comedy or something. Like it was a Disney movie, or I don't know. Like they were reading from a script of 1,000 movies I've seen 1,000 times. It's sad. it's sad that grown women that are in their, I don't want to like insult them, early to mid 30s possibly, but you never know. Some of these chicks are aging like buttermilk. They could be both in their late 20s. The chicks that of that age still sound so juvenile, like they just got out of high school 2 weeks ago. That's it's sad. Let's continue.
Oh, why don't men approach us anymore? Why don't men take us out? Why don't men give us compliments? Oh, I'll tell you. Like I've been telling you. Because you, ma'am, felt like you were too good to be approached. You were disrespectful in your quote unquote letdown.
Women love being courted, and I do think that that is something that's lacking in our generation of dating, is men just don't court women like they used to. And I think if more men did, there'd be more success stories. Yeah, I think it's important for girls to be a little bit more headstrong and a little bit less of a pushover. And I think guys kind of like that. They like to chase. It's just like in their DNA.
Yes, absolutely. I think
we don't care. If they asked themselves why men no longer courted women, rather than blaming men for not courting, they could reach a more accurate answer. And why do I only see women spreading this concept that men love chasing women? What I hear when they say that is they love when men chase them because it makes them feel validated and special. Men with self-respect don't waste their time and money chasing after women.
All right. PSA to all the fine men that I see out in public. Sir, if I look at you more than once, if I double back, if I give you that real, like, I'm bougie, bad bitch kind of look back, I'm just looking around for my friend kind of look, that means I want you to approach me.
We do not care.
That means I'm 30 seconds away from walking up to you. I do not want you to get in your car, turn up your music, and like zoom off and try to be cool. No, I want you to eat my coochie from the back, okay?
All right, ladies, let's talk about why men do not court anymore. The reality is that modern feminism in a lot of ways had us as women take a gamble, and we lost. We took the bait that being sexually promiscuous and having no standards and no self-respect was cool and in. We decided that we would give men access to our bodies and our time and our energy without them having to put in any effort. And so now men are following suit, and we are confused as to why this is happening. It's okay to want a man to lead and to court you, but you have to understand that we collectively as women set the tone. So if the tone of the dating market is that all women are easy now and that men can pretty much get whatever they want and do whatever they want and still get access to us, then that's what the majority of men are going to do. It's okay to want a man to lead and to court you, but you have to understand that we collectively as women set the tone. So if the tone of the dating market is that all women are easy now and that men can pretty much get whatever they want and do whatever they want and still get access to us, then that's what the majority of men are going to do.
For the two white chicks, the modern king was right. You know, we have better things to do than chase women who have high body counts, possibly have a couple, one or more kids, have a lot of debt. I mean, there's just so many factors that make these chicks not worth the effort of chasing. And then as far as the second, the black chick that said, the black lady, anyway, as far as that black young lady, we don't court women. We don't court these women because they're not worth courting. What do I look like courting a chick? And I know for a fact that most of these chicks these days have rosters. You know what I'm saying? You got other dudes' eggplants passing through your body, but I'm supposed to pay like a premium. I'm supposed to like drop money off and do this and do that to prove that what? To apply pressure to a chick that's, like I said before about the Caucasian ladies, to a chick that's probably got a high body count, probably got a lot of debt, probably got 1 to 5 kids by 1 to 5 dudes. No, courting is for wives. Courting ain't for these high body count having chicks that want traditional treatment but want to be modern women. We're done with that, ladies. It's OV for that. Let's continue.
I want you, as a man, to approach me. Why? Why would a man approach a woman that is giving him, I'm stuck up, I'm too good, I know I'm the ish, and you better obey, you better come to me? That's not the type of energy that a man would, be attracted to.
Anyways, let's take a look at women complaining because we won't court them anymore.
How do you expect for women to be submissive if you don't even court us?
Men stopped courting in response to women no longer being traditional. You can't expect men to stay traditional when women can't even stay traditional themselves.
Instead, ladies, if you want a man to approach you, don't come through with this bad and bougie, I am the prize, you better come to me because I'm looking at you energy. No. Instead, what you do is you give off a very warm and inviting energy to where maybe you smile at him, maybe you do something that's a little bit flirtatious that lets him know that, oh, okay, she wants me.
Yeah, what little big sis, Danica Marie is describing is femininity, softness. Ladies, you don't understand how femininity is like y'all superpower. Being masculine towards a man and trying to get something out of him is not the way to go, because masculinity bumps heads. It's confrontational if it's not expressed right. There's always an underlying level of violence between two men. There's something I can say to a man that'll have him get up out his chair and ask me, who do you think you're talking to? Or he'll get up out of the chair and try to stab me, punch me, shoot me. It's that serious.
You bitch, shut the fuck up, bitch. Back the fuck up, if I knock the fuck out you.
So when we can't, in society, we can't react to women like that, or we get severely admonished and punished. So because of that, there's a lot of women that pop off in a really masculine way and say things that they shouldn't. I digress. The important thing that little big sis said right there is what she was basically describing was, and the advice she was giving is for ladies, be feminine. And as a masculine man, I gotta tell you, when a feminine woman expresses affection for me and respect for me, and I it's genuine, it ain't a game, I can see the sincerity of it, it's very hard for me to resist her. You understand? It's very hard for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I stand on my frame, but at the same time, it's it's whatever you like. It's all about how you ask, ladies, and you'll get, what's the old saying, you'll catch more bees with honey, or I can't remember. You'll catch more men being soft and feminine than you will being hard and masculine. We do not like masculine chicks, and we're running from these masculine chicks. Let's continue.
Guys, what happened to men being hunters? I thought they were designed to hunt. What happened? Men don't court us anymore. They don't take us out on dates. They don't buy flowers.
Men are not pursuing us because we're not up to their standard.
So real quick, I just want to talk to the guys real fast. I got these flowers like 3 days ago. And the person who gave them to me just gave them like this. No vase, no water, no flower food. Just this. All I'm really saying is, although the gesture is very nice and I appreciate it, no shade at all, because the person who gave them to me gave them from his heart, I'm sure. Or at least I would hope so, right? But it just seems like a little half-assed, Bring the vase, guys. Just simply bring the vase. Please do. Because when you do it like this, these flowers have been dying in my house on the floor. I don't know if you can see, but they're wilting. Like this one, he's so sad. This one, oh. Really, the flowers have just been wilting away on my living room floor. And it's just nice when you go the extra mile.
You serious?
I'm sorry, but it seems like that clip just oozes with entitlement. You know what I mean? Okay, so this dude thought about her, saw some flowers in a store somewhere or whatever, thought about her and said, you know what, I bet she'd like them. And she got them, and she tried to put a a passive half-weight compliment on it. It's nice and all, but then she turned around and said they've been sitting in her living room floor. She couldn't whip up something, put them in a old Kool-Aid pitcher or something till she could get a vase. He had, okay, so he goes to make a nice gesture for her, and I mean, it's just I spliced this clip in there to illustrate why we don't court. What's the point in it? Because even when we do, we run into young ladies like this one. And if that one ain't enough, check out this chick.
I went on a first date, and when I opened the door, my man was at my front door, and I was like, "Oh, like right." And then he hit me with the Rico. He pulled the flowers out, and I was like, "Wow, this is different, right?" So I'm not even paying attention. I brush past this, trying to walk down the steps and get to the door, right? Because I'm not paying attention. I'm just so not used to it, and it just hasn't, like, I just didn't have a lot of practice. He opened my car door. I get inside. He closed the door. I immediately went to my group chat. It's weird. Did you say he opened your car door?
High five.
No. Now let me explain, right? Let me explain. By the time we got to the restaurant, my follow-up text was, "Y'all, that's my bad. I just realized and all that stuff we be talking about, we don't really want it." And I felt like he technically did everything that we be saying we be wanting. In my mind, instinctively, my first thought was, he corny. Now, since that, I haven't got it though. And now I want it.
How about new?
And I've missed the opportunity because he actually was corny.
Energy. That's because energy is real. Okay? Vibrations are real.
So you see what I'm saying? No matter what, you can't win. Because even when you do what they say they say they want us to do, it's either we don't do enough, or it's corny, or it's weird. I mean, what is the point in playing the game? There's no point in it. You young ladies, if y'all are interested, y'all are gonna have to start making overtures. Y'all are gonna have to start putting yourselves in our space and making it abundantly clear that you're interested. And you better be making some type of offer that makes it worth us giving up the peace in our lives for the possible chaos you might bring. Because just, your boxes aren't worth the trouble that you think they are. That's why a lot of y'all are single. That's why a lot of y'all can only get Netflix and chill. That's why dudes are not approaching you, because we think to ourselves, man, I bet it's more of a headache to get rid of it than it is, it's just, how do I put this? Having sex with you ain't worth the trouble it would take to get rid of you. And that's where a lot of us are. It's just not worth the effort. Let's continue.
And so what you are witnessing today and experiencing today, ladies, is the fact that your energy that you exude and that you give off to these men is that of, oh, okay, she thinks that she's too good to approach me. She thinks that she's too good to talk to me. She feels like she's too good to at least meet me halfway. Instead, what she wants to do is, again, give off this I am the prize energy and pretty much demand a man to chase her. Rejection is a thing, ladies. And again, new breed of men, to where they don't care how fine you are. They don't care that you're trying to give off this bad and bougie, high and mighty, stuck up energy. No, they will flee from that. They don't see that as something that is cute. So yeah, you may want him to, come over and, taste it from the back. But maybe he doesn't see it that way. Maybe he's like, oh no, yeah, she's cute, but liability. Yeah, she's cute, but headache. Yeah, she's cute, but no thanks.
Most of all, a chick like that ain't peaceful. A chick like that is a type that will probably stir up an argument or something toxic just for the rush of it, just for the... There are a lot of chicks out there that are not used to healthy relationships because they're boring. And sometimes with certain women, the worst thing they could ever be is bored. They will destroy their lives over boredom. They will tear down everything around them because they're bored. And it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but all you got to do is go to TikTok and example after example after example is there of ladies that do this. So Danica Marie was cooking right there. You know, but she's always cooking. Y'all go over to her channel and give her a sub. I'm gonna link this video in particular in the description. So y'all go give her a sub or a like. She's over there cooks. She cooks 2 or 3 times a week with a live stream and, you know, little various clips that she puts together. Go check out her content. And definitely go check out my guy, the Modern King. He's been on fire lately. Go give him a sub too.
Some random chick made this list talking about, here's a list of places women absolutely refuse to go. This is a lie. Real women do not absolutely refuse to go to these places or refuse to go to have these things as date ideas. A lot of these are very great date ideas. So this is cap. This was probably best titled, here's a list of places gold diggers absolutely refuse to go on a first date. That would be better because any woman who's trying to get to know a man is not going to be this picky. She's not going to be this choosy, and she's not going to be this delusional. This is basically all the options of where to go on a first date. The only thing I see here is that these are not like gourmet restaurants, and that is not necessary on a first date. So women making this and like who have this idea that they deserve Ruth's Chris or like, I don't know, Nobu, you do not deserve a gourmet restaurant. You do not deserve that at all. So you need to stop being so delusional and stop being so entitled, okay? If you want to eat something expensive, you need to buy it yourself. You can pay for it yourself. Men do not need to invest that in you before they even know you, before they've even gotten something from you.
And that last young lady right there, that was the last clip, by the way. That last young lady is definitely speaking facts. You know, first dates are so I can get to know you, so you can get to know me. Why is it a measure of how much I spend and what's in my wallet? We can get to that, but don't you think you need to know something about my character? What type of individual I am, how intelligent I am? Can I string thoughts together in a coherent manner enough to have an insightful conversation? I think stuff like this is important. And if you're worried about the cost of the place that you go as far as the expense, do you truly like the person that you're going there to meet and to interact with? I mean, here's the thing. Why isn't Applebee's good enough? When the last time I checked, they got beer, they got margaritas, they got Long Island iced teas, and they got hot food. Is it the best food? Nah. But does it matter after you done had 2 or 3 Long Island teas? You feel me? And it's an inexpensive way to have good conversation over some decent food and some strong drinks. Come on now. And that's that long list shows the reason why most men aren't courting anymore. It's the entitlement. It's the entitlement these some of these young ladies have. It makes it not worth I've said it before, I'll say it again, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. With that said, I hope you enjoyed these clips. I really enjoy the Modern King and Danica Marie's channel. Go on over there and give them a sub. Hey, please give me a sub if you will. You know, if you will. If not, just come on back and check out my videos or watch a couple more of my videos. And just, you know, if you like my content, give me a sub. Give me a like, give me a share. And thank you for coming through. I'll see you next time.